Greetings, welcome back to the Electronics Component and Device Laboratory second semester Diploma in Electronics and Communication. This is about experiment number 6. In session 6, I had explained about theory session that is about related to atomic structure and band gap, energy band diagram for inductor, conductor, insulator, conductor and semiconductor. In this video, I am going to explain about experiment number 6. You have to do soldering practice. Experiment number 5 is also about related to soldering. This is a continuation of the experiment number 5. Experiment number 6 is soldering practice and desoldering. See, I'm going to do a summary what we have discussed in a previous experiment number 5. We have discussed about soldering practices. What is a standard soldering practices which help you to make professional solder. See, all part must be clean and then free from the dirt and then grease. See, first one has to clean the surface of the component and surface of the board before going to soldering. That is the first thing, and try to secure the work firmly. Whatever the workplaces, it should be secure and it should be ESD parameter has to follow. Tin the iron tip within a small amount of the solder. See, when you are doing it the first time, the iron tip, solder iron gun tip should be touch with small amount of the tin. That should be happen only at the first time. If you are doing it the first time, you should make the solder iron tip touch with the tin. Clean the tip of the hot solder iron on the damp sponge. See, after keep on practicing the soldering, you have to keep on clean the solder iron gun tip. That should be through sponge, not through sandpaper or some files. If you do like that, if this get damages, heat will not get transfer. See, the iron tip will not going to become heat. See, for that you have to clean properly through damp sponge. And many people then add the tin amount of the fresh solder to the clean tip. See, after all clean also they can add some fresh solder. Heat all the parts of the joint with the iron for under a second or 2-3 seconds they have to see. Means whatever the component has to play, the component terminal and the component place where you are going to do that part has to be heated through iron tip for few seconds, not more than 2 to 3 seconds. Continue the heating, then apply the sufficient solder. First you heat the terminal and the place, and after that you apply the sufficient solder. This I have told how we can do with a standard way in a last video. Remove and return the iron safely to its stand. Remove the iron gun and place it in a stand only, not place it anywhere other than the stand. Otherwise it will create an accident. Fire accident will going to happen. It only takes 2 to 3 seconds at most to solder average PCB joint. If you make a one solder, it not takes more than 2-3 seconds. It should be very fast. Do not move the part until the solder has to be cooled. See, after soldering, immediately don't shake the part or don't blow out on the solder. Then you have to be keep it steady. Once if it is cooled, then you can use this. Do not move the part until the solder has cooled. These are all the summary we have done. We had explained in a previous video, and these are all the perfect joint solder. See, if you want to do a perfect solder joint, you have to follow this procedure. And now we are going to do a solder practice. The soldering practice, how we are going to do. So for that you need a solder workstation. That solder workstation should have a proper table. In that proper table you should need a soldering equipments. What are the soldering equipments? All these things we had seen in a previous video. Soldering is a huge useful skill that can help you to variety of ways when dealing with the electronics. Why we need soldering means today you can see there are n number of electronics component we use daily. Even mobile phone, remote, toys and television, TV, monitor, computer, laptop, tablet. There are so many things. In future also there are plenty of electronics equipment will be there, like IoT, Internet of Things, electrical vehicles. There are so many things. There is a huge demand for PCB manufacturing and PCB maintenance. For that, one need a soldering practices. The soldering practices is need for electronics engineer. Electronics engineer should know how to solder and desolder. That's why this topic has been introduced to this laboratory. You have to practice as much as possible, because you can learn soldering only through practice, not through seeing the video or watching YouTube video or learning from any textbook. Because this will not going to make this skill. You cannot make your upskill. You have to upskill only through practice. You take a old non-working PCB and other things, as you keep on making desolder and soldering. See, it's a matter of time. how you practice, the skill will going to improve. This is very important skill. Industry needs this skill because there is a huge demand presently and in future also. You have to make your you have to upskill yourself through soldering practices. It's a if you upskilled, you can do more complicated project also. There are two ways we can do the soldering in laboratory: using the right equipment and practice with your equipment. See, first, using right equipment. What are the equipment we needed? See, this we know this is a soldering stand, automatic temperature control. See, you can control the temperature. See, this is a bar, you can say knob. If you keep on rotating the knob, you can set the temperature, and the solder gun will going to heat that much temperature only. And to handle the components, or to hold the component with steadily, we need pickers. This other kind of instruments, and the solder lead is important. 60% tin, 40% lead we need. This is all the right equipment one should have for soldering practices. Buy a solder iron, that least you control the temperature. At least some this is for low cost solder gun doesn't have a temperature controller. If it is if you want a temperature controller, you should bear some amount is 500 to 800 amount you need to pay. By the solder iron, at least you can control the temperature. Having a temperature control solder iron will help you to produce the much better result. Means if you have temperature control, you can produce the best result. That is a very important. Get solder that is a 60% tin and 40% lead. See, this is the solder you should get: 60% tin, 40%. Get old some scrap metal to practice on. See, you take a older PCB, older electronics equipment doesn't work, you take it and practices. Get a good sturdy set of pillars to hold any electrical wire. If you want to hold a electrical wire, you should need a pillars. These are different kinds of pillars one can have, and do a practice, and practice with your equipment. Well, I told get the old radio or old equipment or old charger and start practicing. This is the way you can start practicing. First, find a desk or a large table for you to practice. While practicing the soldering, you have to take a one large table, and the table should be steady and it should be clean. Nothing has to be there on the soldering table. Why? Because means you have a solder gun with a high temperature of 40 degrees centigrade. Imagine that if you have a paper, and if you have any like a cloth kind of material existing, or a mess up table, if you have a lot of books spreading onto the table, and if you are trying on the solder, if there is a one spark left onto the table or a paper, it will going to lead a accident. So to avoid that, it should be very clean form desk and larger table for you to practice. It's a safer procedure. Start by torching the metal you are working on with the hot iron and the solder. So you have to keep this solder iron to an socket, and start turn on the switches to heat it. Soldering is done by heating the metal surface. First you take this solder gun and heat some metal surfaces with the soldering iron, and then place the solder onto the surface to its metal. So how we can do a solder? First I told you, whatever the place you are going to soldering, you have to heat that places, and the component terminal has to heat for 2 to 3 seconds, for few seconds, not more than that. If you do heat it more than that, the component will going to burn. You have to be very careful and practice accurately by soldering onto the specific point. Well, soldering practices, you have to solder on specific point, like a coin point, you can say, very specific point that you are trying to solder. See, this is a practice you have to do, and try applying the solder to several point in a row to improve your precision. See, this is the way you can practice. Take a PCB and keep on applying the soldering with a row, and it improves the skill. And use the flux. See, this is a solder flux, it's coming out. Practice applying the solder as quickly as you can, so to get the faster. It should be very fast. It takes 2-3 seconds, not more than that. Work on the different soldering project consistently to help you to improve. You should keep on improving. See, if you once learn it, and if you are not practices, after some time you will go to forget everything. You should have to work, more the skill. You are going to make it upskill. Your skill will going to make it a professional skill. That's why you have to practice a lot. This is about soldering technique. Then coming to desoldering. Desoldering means the one whatever the solder you are going to remove it, that is called desoldering. This is very important. Desoldering is very important to salvage or to replace the electronics component. Whenever there is a component you find out it is a difficult it's not working, means it's a, you can say, this has been defective component, then we need to replace that component. For that replacing, whatever we have applied the solder, that has to be removed. That can be removed only with the desoldering technique. Desoldering the connection where they are attached to the circuit board, the desoldering will detach from the circuit board. And desoldering can be done through a desoldering pump and desoldering bud. There are two methods. One is desoldering pump, another is a desoldering bride. Should be fine for the most do it yourself. DIY means do it yourself project, and easily within the obvious budget. If you are doing a college project or a hobby project, you can do desolder with the help of these two things, pump and a bride. Several addition tools are also available for a specialized task. Means if you are become a professional, you have to have additional tools also. And PCB desoldering is done to remove the defective component. Desoldering is more important than the soldering. See, is very important. There are the different methods of desoldering using solder sucker, also called pump, desolder pump, using a wet desoldering wick, this calls copper bride used, and using the other tool. This three we will going to study how we are going to do desoldering using a desoldering pump. See, first using desoldering pump, you should locate the terminal of the component where you are going. See, this is the component, we found out it's a defective one, we should remove this, and we should find out where we are going to remove desoldering astrumper. This is a 2 point we have to desolder it. That should locate desolder pump, also called as a solder sucker, vacuum up metal solder to separate the soldering component from the circuit board. See, desoldering pump is also called as a vacuum sucker or a solder sucker. They called, how they will be work. See, it's like a pen. If you press on the top, see, that will what happen, there is a airtight will going to create it, and there is a hole at the point, this point. See, whenever you heated on particular point and go and release this one, it sucks that solid molten soldering. See, this is a way so desoldering is work. See, you will going to see it in image. This will help you to easily understand. It's very difficult to tell all these things in words. If you see the picture, you will get a knowledge. See, this is about desoldering pump. The desoldering pump works for the best through wall component. This very best result we can get through wall component, but you can use this for surface mount also, but is less efficiency. That you should be very careful. And clean the terminal. So first we have identified the terminal. Second, we should clean the terminal with the use of isotropic alcohol and the toothbrushes. You have to clean only that particular point, not to the component, not anything on the component side. You have to clean that particular point. That is the second place, second procedure. Third procedure is attack a heat. See, you should heat through a soldering gun. You have to take a soldering gun and it should be heated. The heat from the solder iron can damage the sensitive components such as the integrated circuit or transistor. To dissipate some of this heat chip, a clip of metallic alligator clip should be between the component and to the terminal you plan to disassess. This is I explained previously. See, while applying the heat to that particular point, there are some other component side by to that component. There may be some sensitive component. If you heat at that particular point, it will go damage. For that, you have to use the alligator clip, and it should be connected to that particular point. It acts as a heat sink. You should be very careful, and you should use this point. That's the procedure number 3. Procedure number 4: clean your solder iron at its heats through a sponge, not through any sandpaper or anything. Using a wet sponge, bake a quick passes from the base to tip over your soldering iron to clean it. It should be clean it. And see, after heating, push down the desoldering pump. See, this is the solder on top. There is a airtight. When you touch that desoldering point and you push this, if you release that button, it will sucks this solder. Whatever the molten solders will sucks this compress a spring and latches in this in a depressed position. It's a depressed position. It's have a spring. It will when it in compression position, and it will become decompression position, means it will sucks this solid. So this is the way it will work. Heat the older solder with your older iron gun, and use the tip of the solder iron to heat the older and solder until it melts. So you have to heat this solder and use this vacuum solder pump. You can use this simultaneously if it is more, and you can try this 2-3 times. Release the spring and piston with shock back quickly. This creates a vacuum which pulls the metal solder up into the pump. So this way you can do desoldering. And after desoldering, the most important thing, you should empty the desolder pump to thrashes. Whatever the molten solder inside the pump, you should be cleaned it. See, that can be done through by pushing the button on top of this solder solder pump. See, it will remove the molten solder. After each users push the pump down, or a trash can rearm it, and so to clean the solder. It will clean the solder. If you are leave the old solder inside, it can leak back out as you get a vacuum to the next terminal. See, if you keep on holding it, it will be going to leak it out when you are doing it for next time. So this is a procedure you should follow. And troubleshooting, if you follow this procedure 1 to 8 also, if you are not able to remove it, then there are some troubleshooting you have to follow. If you are not making the progress after a few tries, after trying from 1 to 8 procedure, if you are not able to desolder it, you can use the apply flux first to help the metal solder first. See, before going to do it, you have to apply the solder. This will accelerate the solder to get metal melted very fastly. Melt a little new solder to mix with the new solder. See, if it is too old, you have to take a solder gun, a solder iron, and apply some new solder onto the top of this old solder. Then it will make you to easily remove it. For an through hole connection, use the tip of the solder iron to gently move the terminal from the side to side. See, if it is a through hole component, with the help of solder iron, you can move it gently from the side to side, like left, right, or up, down. Then it's like a shaking. The shaking that component, it will break this connection to the side of the holes. If you do like this, it will break the connection and it will easily come out of this component. So this is the troubleshooting you have to apply. And lastly, after all desoldering all these things, there are some brown resin stuck around the solder pad. You need to clean that by applying the commercially resin cleaner. So this is a resin cleaner is available. With the help of the brush, you should clean the brown resin around the PCB. This you have to do. This is a 10th position. This is the using solder pump. Next, using the desoldering. These are all the 1 to 10 procedures for desoldering pump, and this is about desoldering bride. See, desoldering out the desoldering bride is like it's a copper wire mesh. This is like a belt kind of thing. There is a small size, and this is having a copper wire mesh. See, with this help, we can desolder it, desolder the component on the PCB. This is a very low cost one, and we can do it very easily. Choose the bride slightly narrow than the solder bride. See, while choosing this solder bride is very important. There are width is a different width is available. You have to select the narrow or than your solder pad. Whatever the solder pad is there, that size should be there. Not more than that. It will not going to create a damages. It will going to create a damages if it is a more width. It should be narrow. Also called as a solder wick. Idana solder wick antana karitara. This tools is a bride made from the fine copper wires. ಇದನ್ನ ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫೈನ್ ಕಾಪರ್ ವೈರ್ಸ್ ನ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಅದನ್ನ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಅ ಕ್ಲಾತ್ ತರ. ನಮಗೆ ಕ್ಲಾತ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಥ್ರೆಡ್ ನ ತಗೊಂಡು ನೇದಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದೇ ತರ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಕಾಪರ್ ವೈರ್ ನ ತಗೊಂಡು ನೇದು ಒಂದು ಬೆಲ್ಟ್ ತರ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಡಿಸೋಲ್ಡರ್ ಬ್ರೈಡ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಅದು ಕಾಪರ್ ವೈರ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಚೂಸ್ ದ ಬ್ರೈಡ್ ವಿತ್ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಸೈಜ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಸ್ಮಾಲರ್ ದನ್ ದ ಸೋಲ್ಡರ್ ಪ್ಯಾಡ್. ನಮ್ದು PCB ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಸೋಲ್ಡರ್ ಪ್ಯಾಡ್ ಇದೆ ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರೋದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ಸ್ಲೈಟ್ಲಿ ವಾಟರ್ ದನ್ ದ ಟಿಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಯುವರ್ ಐರನ್. ನಮ್ದು ಸೋಲ್ಡರ್ ಐರನ್ ಟಿಪ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಸೋಲ್ಡರ್ ಪ್ಯಾಡ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇದು ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೀಜರ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಫ್ ದ ಬ್ರೈಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಟೂ ಲಾರ್ಜ್, ಇಟ್ ಕುಡ್ ಬರ್ನ್ ದ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಆರ್ ಟೇಕ್ ದ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಟು ಈಟ್ ಅಪ್. ಇದೇನಾದ್ರು ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ ಕಾಂಪೋನೆಂಟ್ ನಾವು ಬರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ಅಥವಾ ಡಿಸೋಲ್ಡರಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಟೈಮ್ ತಗೊಳುತ್ತೆ. ಇದು ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡಿಸೋಲ್ಡರಿಂಗ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ತಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಬೇಕು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಡಿಸೋಲ್ಡರಿಂಗ್ ಬರ್ಡ್ಗೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫ್ಲಕ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕು ನಾವು. So this you can see here, add a little flux to the bride. Most desoldering bride already have a forwarded flux. ಕೆಲವು desoldering ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫ್ಲಕ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಫ್ಲಕ್ಸ್ ನ ಹಾಕಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟೆಡ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಫೈನ್ ಕಾಪರ್ ವೈರ್ ಇನ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಟು ವಿಕ್ ದ ಸೋಲ್ಡರ್ ಅಪ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ದ ಬ್ರೈಡ್ಗೆ ಅದು ಸೋಲ್ಡರ್ ಅಂಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋ ತರ ನಾವು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬ್ರಷ್ ದ ಲಿಟಲ್ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ಫ್ಲಕ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ಟು ದ ಲೆಡ್ ಟು ಬ್ರೈಡ್ ಆನ್ ಟು ದ ಎಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬ್ರೈಡ್ as well to make it to more effectively. So this makes it more effectively, adding a flux. Then point number 3, melt the little more solder onto the terminal. See, ನಾವು ಯಾವುದನ್ನ ಡಿಸೋಲ್ಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಮೆಲ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಮೆಲ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ once you have plugged in and heated your solder iron, it helps you to melt the thin bite of extra soldering wire onto the terminal. This will help the old hard solder metal withdraw the iron once you have done. See, ಅದು ಮೋಲ್ಟ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಸಿ ಇದೇನಿದಲ್ಲ ಕಾಪರ್ ಬ್ರೈಡ್ ಸೋಲ್ಡರ್ ಡಿಸೋಲ್ಡರ್ ಬ್ರೈಡ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನ ಹಾಕಿ ಅದು ಇಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಸೋಲ್ಡರ್ನ ಇದು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋ ಥರ ನಾವು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸಿ ದಿಸ್ ಅ ವೇ. ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ದ ಡಿಸೋಲ್ಡರ್ ಬ್ರೈಡ್ ಆನ್ ಟು ದ ಜಾಯಿಂಟ್. ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ದ ಎಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬ್ರೈಡ್ ಓವರ್ ದ ಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಡಿಸೋಲ್ಡರಿಂಗ್. ಯಾವ ಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್ ನಾವು ಡಿಸೋಲ್ಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವೋ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಡಿಸೋಲ್ಡರಿಂಗ್ ಬ್ರೈಡ್ನ ಹಾಕಿ ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನ ಏನಿದೆ ಸೋಲ್ಡರ್ ಅಂತ ಇರ್ತಲ್ಲ ಮೋಲ್ಟನ್ ಸೋಲ್ಡರ್ನ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಥರ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅಂಡ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ದ ಸೋಲ್ಡರಿಂಗ್ ಐರನ್ ಓವರ್ ದ ಬ್ರೈಡ್. ಸೋಲ್ಡರಿಂಗ್ ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನ ಆ ಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್ ಮೇಲಿಟ್ಟು ಸೋಲ್ಡರ್ ಐರನ್ನ ಇದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಇಟ್ಟು ಹೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇದು ಹೀಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಇದು ಮೋಲ್ಟನ್ ಹೀಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನ ತೆಗ್ದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ. ಲೆಟ್ ದ ಐರನ್ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಬ್ರೈಡ್ ವಿತೌಟ್ ಅಡಿಷನಲ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್. ಯಾವುದೇ ತರ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ ಈ ಸೋಲ್ಡರ್ ಐರನ್ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಇಡೋದು ಟು ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್ ಪುಷಿಂಗ್ ದ ಸೋಲ್ಡರ್ ಪ್ಯಾಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪ್ಲೇಸಸ್. ನಾವು ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಹಾಕಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಪುಷ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಫೇಸ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ವೇಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅ ಫ್ಯೂ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ for the heat to passes through the bride and melt the solder. ಸಿ ನಾವು ಒಂದು 2-3 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದು ಹೀಟ್ ಅಪ್ ಆಗಿ ಈ ಹೀಟ್ ಇಂದ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಸೋಲ್ಡರ್ ಮೆಲ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋ ತರ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಒನ್ಸ್ ದ ಸೋಲ್ಡರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಮೆಲ್ಟೆಡ್ ದಿ ಬ್ರೈಡ್ ಶುಡ್ ವಿಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಅಪ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಇಟ್. ಅದು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಡಿಸೋಲ್ಡರಿಂಗ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್ಸ್. ಅಂಡ್ ಸ್ಪೂಲ್ ಔಟ್ ದ ಮೋರ್ ಬ್ರೈಡ್ ಆಸ್ ನೀಡೆಡ್. ಸಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಮುಂದೆ ಇರೋದನ್ನ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇದನ್ನ ತಗೊಬಹುದು. ದ ಬ್ರೈಡ್ ವಿಲ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ದ ಕಲರ್ ಆಸ್ ದ ಫ್ಲಕ್ಸ್ ಕೋಟಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ used up and the solder is absorbed. Spool out more of the bride and continue on the next terminal. See, ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ತೆಗೆದು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್ ಇದು ಮಾಡೋದು. ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮೋರ್ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ಫ್ಲಕ್ಸ್ ಟು ಬ್ರೈಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ನೀಡೆಡ್. ರಿಮೂವ್ ದ ಕಾಂಪೋನೆಂಟ್ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಕೂಲ್ಡ್. ಇದು ಕೂಲ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಈ ಕಾಂಪೋನೆಂಟ್ ತೆಗೆಯೋದು. ಒನ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಸೋಲ್ಡರಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ ರಿಮೂವ್, ಗಿವ್ ದ ಏರಿಯಾ ಅಬೌಟ್ 30 seconds to cool out and then remove it. See, ಒಂದು 30 seconds ವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆ ಕಾಂಪೋನೆಂಟ್ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಡಿಸೋಲ್ಡರಿಂಗ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದ bride. See, there is another technique we call that is using specialized tools. See, this is tools which having a solder iron also and solder pump also. Both the work was done with the same gun only. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ನೋಡಬಹುದು ಇದು ಹೀಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹೀಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಇದು ಪಂಪ್ ತರ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ ಇದರಿಂದ ನಾವು ಸಕ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಎರಡು ಒಂದರಲ್ಲೇ ಇದೆ. ಬಟ್ ನಾವು ಸೋಲ್ಡರ್ ಪಂಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವು, ಸೋಲ್ಡರ್ ಪಂಪೇ ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಇದೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸೋಲ್ಡರ್ ಗನ್ನೇ ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಹೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸೋಲ್ಡರ್ ಪಂಪ್ ತಗೊಂಡೋಗಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಸಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಸಿಂಕ್ರನೈಸ್ಡ್, ಅದು 2 ಹ್ಯಾಂಡಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫೈಡ್ ಟೂಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇದನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಈ ತರ ದಿಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ಲಿಯಸ್ ಐಟಮ್. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಇವನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಇದು ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಟೂಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ನಾವು. by this you can do desoldering technique and you need to practice as much as. And for additional information you go through and watch the video. There are so many videos available in YouTube. I will going to send a few video links. You have to practice it. Thank you.